What's up, Mercs? It's John here. So we're Torchlight 2 Synergies mod, and last time we just were fighting through the Skaran Hives. And so we're gonna go back there. Okay, so I just want to say, or rather the swarm point, we have to go to the Skaran Hives. I just want to say, I got my Razor Naga, so those are all the buttons. Those are, yeah, I just activated a bunch of things. As you can see, I remapped everything. The mapping looks a little bit weird, but for me, I have... It's you know, oriented to my fingers because I have a keypad on my thumb now. Now I want to try to get used to this because I mean I paid $70 for this mouse. I want to get my use out of it, even though I'm probably going to do better with using my left hand on the powers. It will probably be a lot faster in the long run if I learn how to do this with my right hand in MMOs, especially if I want to do World of Warcraft in the future with my friend, because he wants me to play World of Warcraft with him. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this time to, you know, I'm going to try to get in the hang of this mouse, because I love this mouse. This is a really good mouse, and I love these buttons. I've already been using some of them. I actually have, I played DayZ, right, and I have TeamSpeak, and I have Direct Chat in DayZ. So my middle mouse button, if you move to the left, it's a button. If you move to the right, it's a button. So I move to the left, I talk in Direct Chat in DayZ, and I move to the right, I talk in my TeamSpeak, which is a really cool thing here. Let's do some... thing there. I tried to make them flee, but that didn't work. Obviously, let's summon everything we got. Just gotta get some getting used to this. That's we got a new mouse pad, which I mean, wow, it's a mouse pad. It's actually a really nice mouse pad. Had to get used to that at first. Well, I tried to click 1 for my my healing. That might kill me in the wrong. Let's heal again. Hopefully it doesn't. It's mana potion. This is my first time ever using a mouse padded keyboard or anything like that. I know there's keypads you can also use. Never used one of those either. I would imagine it being easier than this because it's more like a keyboard. But I really want to get used to this, especially if I want to do World of Warcraft in the future. Like I said, you resurrect multiple. I think they all resurrect multiple. I just don't remember seeing the multiple before. Whatever. Got a little chest, got some gold, some mysterious chest pieces. Of course, everything is still mapped, like the inventory stuff, still mapped to my keyboard because that's just pointless. You don't really need it to be mapped to your the mouse for your inventory stuff. I really could. Oh, that's my portal. Whoops. Just use my portal key. What does this one do? Okay, I don't have anything mapped to the bottom left or bottom right ones. So I guess I really could map the inventory screens, but why would I want to do that? It's just kind of pointless to me. I'm actually looking at my mouse to remember the buttons. That's like when I first started playing other games. Here, let's summon a bunch of things. Get a new spectral out. Good night, Salamander. Don't offend your Skara friends. This is not a place for you. Die, sand rats. I fucking hate sand rats. Too many of them. Back up. I do have to say though, this new mouse is very, like, when I click it, it feels like I clicked it. There's no sponginess. I know some of the older Razer mouses, like you'd click it and it was like it wouldn't like click. I can feel the click. It's like it feels like you know, the reason I got my mechanical keyboard. I love it. I really like the responsiveness of the just the button. I just got a new, like I said, I got a new mouse pad. It's a weird one. It's an ultra thin one, although I didn't know it was ultra thin. But I was kind of nervous when I opened the box. I'm like, what is this? A piece of paper? But it's adhesive, right? And the top of it, I don't know if you can hear that one through me because my finger, oh, that goes through me. But at the top of it's like this really, it's not rough, but it's like this really smooth, textured surface, and it's really good for optical mouses or mice. I mean, mouses. But I definitely, I mean, you know, it's the mouse pad. It's like, why would you feel a difference? I actually do notice a pretty big difference, mainly because the mouse moves a lot quicker. Like, I can up the sensitivity and lower the sensitivity with my middle mouse, the buttons under my middle mouse button. And I actually raised it a little bit because, well, it was lowered because I actually bumped it, but I raised it to the one that I used to playing with my old mouse, and it's like, that's what I'm using right now, and it's very, very sensitive. So I'm getting used to it, you know. Every time I switch mice, it usually does that, which doesn't really bother me. I'm kind of adapt to whatever I can, so... I have to say though, I am using my actions a little more frequently. I actually have to think about them too, so that actually makes me play a little bit better. Mainly because I'm not just like, oh, well, I guess I should heal. No, I'm actually kind of, I don't know. It makes me, since I actually have to actively think about the buttons right now until I get into muscle memory, it makes me want to heal more often, which, you know, I heal before I can almost die, and I don't have to phase out as much. Although I do have phase out mapped, so, although I've never used the phase out key in like a very dire situation yet, so, whoa, do some mana. Kill that Skara. Fucking Ogden here. Get some friends. That's right. Oh, and everyone, I put in my Stalker SGM video, I was asking you guys like my mechanical keyboard. Everyone's like, oh, the keyboard's fine. Very happy you guys said that, because I love this fucking keyboard. Like, just typing out the description of my videos and like the tags and all that, I just love doing it, because I love the sound of it. I love the feel of the keyboard. If you guys are on the edge about mechanical keyboard and you don't mind sub noise, like here it is, and that's me like pounding on the keys. If you don't mind a little bit of noise and you like the tactile feeling of that, I definitely recommend a Corsair K70. I could have gotten a K95, I think it is, with the, I think it's 18 buttons off to the left, the 18 macro keys you can get, so if people who play MMOs can use that. Obviously I could have used it, but I was getting a Naga, and that was like $20 more than this. They're both backlit. Apparently though, Corsair keyboards, the backlights, the LEDs start to go out after like a month or two. Obviously I haven't had it for that long, so I can't confirm. I would imagine a lot of people have been saying it, but I mean, it's the people that have problems, those are the ones that are vocal about it. The people that don't have problems don't go online and be like, yep, none of the keys ever burnt out. So technically it could just be the minority that has the problem. So I don't know. But I definitely recommend a Corsair K70. Even if the LEDs do eventually go out, I really don't care. LEDs are really just like an add-on for me. It's, you know, it's whatever. It's not like I look at my keyboard when I play or type or anything. And I don't play in the dark. Although, if I do have to say, if I did play in the dark, my screen is so unbelievably bright, or rather vibrant, I should say, that it lights my keyboard up for me, so it really doesn't matter. I do have to say, though, I test out my new Twitch video camera, and it works in the dark. I don't know if you guys remember from my Halloween special. Oh my god. Ew. Oh, it's a Sandhulk. I don't know if you guys remember from my Halloween special. I think it's Spawn Skara, though. Holy shit on a shingle. Let's get the fuck out of here and spawn everything to defend me. Jesus. I don't even remember my Outlast video, but I had to play it in, like, a lit room, because if I turn the lights off, the FPS in my camera dropped to, like, 10. I've tested it out in the dark, and this camera runs full FPS. There's no FPS loss when it's in the dark, and it looks pretty good. It's a 720p camera, not the 1080p, because I want to get the 1080p once I start doing Twitch a lot more. And I love it. It's a good camera. It's a Logitech. I can't remember the numbers. I'm looking at it right now. It just says HD 720p. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Jeez, I need to stop looking at stuff and pay attention. But yeah, it's a nice camera. Damn, this guy does a lot of damage. But yeah, definitely, wrong button. Whoops, jeez. My finger was going the wrong direction. I definitely recommend the Corsair K70. Very nice. If you guys want a keyboard with a bunch of macros added on, a K95 is probably better for you, although I don't know the key sets that come with the K95. I know some, like for instance, the Brown MX didn't come with all the colors of, I'm using the wrong buttons again. Sorry. God, I was a row down. It says this numpad goes all the way to 12, so I got used to that. It's kind of awkward, but kind of cool. Hope you guys don't hear my dog scratching in the background. He's in the other room, and he's in there because he was barking to go upstairs and lay in my mom's bed. So I'm like, okay. And if he's scratching to get out already, even though I just, holy shit, he has a lot of health. 205,000. I fought bigger, and if he wants to get out, I'll have to let him out, but he normally does this a lot. What he'll do is he will bug you, he'll scratch the door, he'll act like oh, he's dying in there, he needs to get out. I just realized if I shift do that, will I heal my... Is it still... Oh, okay. So I actually have to map... I tried to shift and do my hotkey to heal my my pet, but I guess, yeah, it is a completely different hotkey. I'm going to have to get a new hotkey for that. Although, Shift and Z, whatever. I don't need a hotkey to heal my pet. Although I could have one. Maybe soon. I don't know. Maybe in the next video I'll get one. It's not necessary, though. That's like a button. That's like a button I don't use that much. I did it on the buttons that have my abilities mapped to them. Get some more friends in here to help me out. Jeez. I'm getting used to this, though. I'm really liking it. So, yes, I recommend the Razer Naga, the Corsair K70, and my headset didn't come in yet, but I'm getting the Kraken Pro 7.1, the new $100 one they just released with 7.2 surround sound. Can't recommend them yet because I never tried them. I can recommend the old Kraken Pros, the bright green pairs, because those were comfy as hell. And the only reason they broke is because I accidentally ran over with my chair. Those went through hell, though, man. I dropped those. I'm trying to think what I did to them. I dropped something on them. I can't remember what it was, though. Something pretty heavy, though. I think it was a book, like a textbook. But those things are durable as hell. They worked for a while, getting a ton of beatdown from me being a fucking klutzy person. And they worked pretty good. I mean, they lasted for about a year, which is good for me. I'm going to take very care of these newer headphones, hopefully. But yeah, Razer Naga is good. Corsair K70 is good. I don't know what Logitech camera this is. Never really tried it for streaming yet, so I can't really recommend it. And that's kind of weird to recommend a webcam anyway. If I do recommend a webcam, I'll do it while I'm streaming, because, you know, that way you can see it. But yeah, Corsair K70, awesome red backlit aluminum keyboard. One small teeny tiny complaint I have, and it's just because I'm OCD, and I don't even know how I even noticed it. If you type hard, which I don't, but I was testing the sound of the keyboard before I recorded, like for the first time, it actually, as it hits the metal, you can actually hear a little bit of like an echo, like it bounces off the metal, which, you know, you don't really hear if you're playing games, or if there's literally if there's anything higher than a whisper, you're not gonna hear it. But I was in a completely silent room, not playing a game, so I did hear it. Can I phase through these? I can. As I used the wrong button. I'm glad I can. Whoa. Game just froze. Might be out of sync. I shall restart this recording after I kill this Hulk, though. Hopefully it's not out of sync, although it probably is. That's what normally happens. Because DX Story is odd. Okay, come on over here, buddy. Get out of those stone pillars. There you go. There you go, my friend. Let's phase out of there. What? Oh, really? I was even making sure I had the right button, and I still bumped the wrong one. All this gold. This is the phase out key. There you go. Yeah, sorry about that. I really gotta get used to it, but whatever. You guys know how it is. It's a new piece. It's a new toy. It's a new controller for my rig, my toy. So I gotta get used to it. You know, all over again. Damn it! He is really surrounding himself. Hit some more friends out. I think I can just go right through that stuff with these melee attacks, though. Oh, I don't need to get close to him because, you know, melee or range attacks. Anyway, I said melee, I meant ranged. Whoa, multiplying. Whoa, Jesus. Come on, you're almost dead. You're dead. Really? Damn it. His shit doesn't go away. There we go. Did I get leveled up in fame? No. Oh, I did. Okay, I'm gonna quickly restart this recording just to make sure it's not out of sync. So, BRB. Alright, I am back. Just restarted the DX Story just to make sure there's no problems. There probably wasn't, but you know, you never be too careful. I actually, I had a big stutter on an Oblivion video. I don't think it was that recently. I think it was like a week or two ago, so decently recently. And, it had that stutter in it, and what happened was the audio after that was out of sync by like a second or two, and you know, it's like, oh, it's a second. It's like, whatever. No, you can really notice the difference. Like, you can tell if the audio is out of sync. It's not good. So, just got to make sure that's all good. I know I had some Stalker videos do that before. The problem with Stalker is, because it stutters so much, it is very easy to have it start getting out of sync. Luckily, I normally get pretty lucky and it doesn't happen, but it could easily happen. So is this like my reward, killing all these eggs? Oh, there's more back here. Oh, it's a secret area. This might be more to the robot. All these are basically like mini chests I can break because they have tons of gold and, you know, like a vase or something. Ooh, giant egg. You know, oh, yeah, robot. There we go. Robot pipes. There is one thing I do want to test this mouse out for, and that's a Risk of Rain. I did say I was going to do a Let's Explore Risk of Rain, didn't I? I'm not doing it because I haven't really been playing Risk of Rain. I mean, it's not a bad game. It's just not my cup of tea per se. I mean, I like it. It's just, I'm awful. Like, oh, these are the infernal, Infernal Scourge. Oh my god, I almost said Scourge again. Scourge, jeez. How did I do that? Look, bitch, get off me. So, I've been playing a lot of PS4 lately. Just got PlayStation Plus. Never had it before because I never really played PlayStation before. That's a lie. I used to be a PS2 person. I had an Xbox One, never really... Or, Xbox One. I had an Xbox... Original Xbox, I mean. Never really played it. I mean, I did with friends, but I was like... It wasn't. I was a PlayStation 2 gamer. Starting off with the Xbox 360, then moved up to PlayStation 3, which I didn't really play that much. Only got for Metal Gear Solid. And then my friend was like, "Dude, you should get this game on the PC." And I'm like, "Okay, I gotta make sure I can run it though." So I got it, and I'm like, "Well, I guess I can't really run it." So I bought a Dell. Oh my god, that was the day, man. Got a fucking Dell computer in my room. This is back when I actually didn't have a bed in my room because my bed broke, so I was sleeping downstairs on the couch. So it was just an empty room with a Dell sitting on the floor, and it was pretty cool. First game I got for that was the movies, or whatever. It's like that Sims kind of game with movie, with like a movie studio. If you guys remember that game, you can make like your own movies, and like it was actually a really fun game. It's probably more in depth for. It was probably too in-depth for me at that age, because I didn't know what I was doing, but I did some movies, and they actually came out pretty nice. Did some Nazi movies, some World War II movies, and I did some vampire movies. Yeah, that was when I was young, though. And then I got an Alienware laptop. Sorry, life story on computers here, or rather video games, but you know what? I'm sure you guys might find it interesting. So yeah, then I got a laptop, an Alienware laptop, and I was expecting a lot more than what I got, because I got this awesome laptop, and that's why I didn't understand specs that much, and I didn't really look into it too much. I was expecting so much more, and what I got was not good, you know? So, I had this old crappy Dell computer, right? You know, Windows XP. This was before Windows 7 was out. My brother-in-law, he has a master's in computer science, and he used to build computers when he was really young with his dad and stuff. He used to like go in his basement and build computers. Like, he's a complete nerdy computer guy, but he's really cool at the same time. Like, he's like that. He's not really. I wouldn't say he's a hippie. He doesn't like. I don't know, but he doesn't like. I don't know. I can't really explain. He's cool though. So I asked him to make me, or to see if he can find a new graphics card for cheap, because that's why I started to understand it. So I asked him to do that. He's like, "Yeah, okay." And then he said, "Okay, I have your graphics card. You got to come up to your sister's house and get it, because you know he's living with my sister, because he's like 27." And I'm like, "Okay." So it took me a few weeks to get up there, because every time, like, I didn't have my license back then, so I had to wait till my mom could go. So we just went up one day to have dinner there and, you know, do that kind of thing. Which dinner there is literally just us, like, sitting on the couch, ordering pizza, and, like, watching TV on their big screen and doing that kind of stuff. And, like, I don't know, just random stuff. I love my sister. I have two sisters, but they're both really fun, and they're really kind of funny. But so, I hope you guys are enjoying this life story, by the way. Hey, an Infernal Scourge. Oh my god, Scourge. How the fuck do I keep doing that? I don't understand why I keep fucking that up, either. Okay, whatever. Scourge. I almost said Scourge again. It's Scourge. Infernal Scourge. I think. I hope. Oh my god. Okay. God, if I was pronouncing it right the whole time. Let's see what we got here. Let me level up first before I continue. I'll do sculpt. What do I get there? Inflicts 57%. We got plus 15 knockback. Cool. And it was a full level up, so let's go ahead and get some magic damage out of that. Yummy, yummy. Alright, so, you know, I asked him for this part, and he's like, okay, it's ready, it's up at my house, bring your computer up, and then we can install it, right? So, I go up. Now, this is back when I didn't understand computers that much, like I'm trying to say now. I understand computers a lot more, although, here's a little secret. I never installed a part into my computer until I recently just bought my own GTX 770. It's the first computer part I bought and the first computer part I installed. But I've looked into it so much, I feel like I'm confident enough to pretty much replace all the parts of my computer. Not as confident to build a computer, but then again, I have someone like my brother-in-law that can teach me how to do it for the future, which I'll probably ask him to do that eventually, just so I know. It's not as hard as people think, as long as you get the basic concept, but stuff can go wrong so easily, so you really want to be careful with that stuff, especially when you're working with that much money, like with the stuff. Like, I mean, you could accidentally shock your graphics card by accident with static and lose a really expensive piece of equipment, you know? So you gotta really be careful. But anyway, so I went up to my sister's house, and they were like, okay, well, go in the other room, and can you pick up that box for me and bring it over here? It's a present for my niece's birthday. I think it was my niece. I can't remember. I think, yeah, I had a niece back then. She's only 5, so it was like around 5 years ago. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm like, okay. I'm just thinking what it is. I'm like, oh, it's probably like a crib for her, because it was this giant box, and it was like, I don't know what it was, but they used an old vacuum box to put it inside of. I'm like, okay, so I got it. I lifted it up, and it fell apart. You know, well, it was just like a cover. There was just the top of the box. It wasn't actually attached to anything. It was just a cover on top. So as soon as I saw this, there's just this big black thing, and I'm just like, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know why I got nervous. I was like freaking out because I'm like, oh shit, I broke the box. And I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? And I looked into it a little more. I'm like, is this what is? I'm like, what is this, a tower? And then I lifted it up, and it was a full fucking computer. Like, it wasn't just a new tower or anything, because I was talking to him about getting a new tower to house all my stuff. I lifted it up. It was a full computer that I got for it was either early Christmas or early birthday present. I can't remember which. I think it was, I want to say it's Christmas, but it probably was my birthday. I can't remember, though. But, so it turns out, my parents were planning this. They spent, actually this is when Windows 7 was out, because it had Windows 7 right away. So apparently my parents, behind my back, got me this really expensive computer. Like, I think it was $1,500 or $1,700 to get this computer. And oh my god, this computer it's what I'm using right now. It was top of the line back then, and hell, it is still top of the line right now. Of course, I don't have the biggest CPU. I have an i7 quad core. I can't remember the other numbers. It's on my about. If you look in my channel, the about section, it has all my computer specs. I want to replace that this summer, actually, with a new Intel CPU. I'm probably going to do it this summer when I graduate. But yeah, so I got surprised with it because I was so into it. And see, the thing is, they knew that buying me this expensive computer was going to pay off. Because, I mean, look at me now. I'm doing YouTube. I do all my work on this computer, like for school. I mean, I spend a lot of time on this computer, and I've got my money's worth. I can tell you that much. But, yeah, so that's the story how I got my gaming computer. Unfortunately, I didn't build it myself. I have upgraded it myself. I know basically all about it. I'm not as I'm not as tech savvy as people think. Well, I'm not as tech savvy experience-wise. Like, I know how to do most of the stuff. I've just never actually tried to do it. Because I'm too nervous that I'll break something. But, you know, I did the graphics card and it worked perfectly fine. And I actually found out what was wrong with my old graphics card. Which is good. So I'm pretty good with this stuff now. Not to sound like I'm better than anyone else, but I don't know. That was an interesting little story that you guys didn't ask for, but too bad, because that was an interesting little story that I decided to tell. Yeah, so that's the story of my computer. Very fun computer, very awesome. Yeah, but I am getting a new CPU, hopefully. I want to either pay for it myself or maybe get it as a graduation present. I'd rather pay for it myself. I don't like having my parents buy my stuff, but I mean, hey, if they want to, whatever floats their boat, you know? I mean, come on. Shit, less money I need to spend, but still. I don't like having them buy my stuff all the time, which they don't normally. I mean, I paid for the graphics card with a few weeks of pay, and I've paid for the games that I bought for this. But yeah. So there you go. The origin of Jono's computer. Amazing, right? Yes. What am I doing here? The horn. Oh, the royal masks. I think. Yeah, this is the mask of... Oh my god! I should have expected a boss. Why didn't I not expect a boss? Why is my FPS dropping to 23? Okay, summon everything we can get. Let's take a potion here so I can get my mana up. Mask bearer, electrical magic, shield destroying. Okay, so not very powerful, honestly. Not very powerful at all. Oh my god, you were weak. Guardian of Queens is a male, by the way, which is kind of weird. You'd think a Guardian of Queens would be a man or a woman, because it is a Guardian of Queens, but I guess not. I keep feel like I hear my dog bumping his head against my door. I don't think he is. He was doing that earlier. He was literally sitting out in the hallway, pushing his head against my door to try and come in. And all he would do is, if I open the door, he wouldn't come in. He would look at me, and he'd just go lay in the hallway, like right in front of the door. Like with he just wanted the door open. I'm like, really, dog? Like, I love you, but dude, why you don't need my door open? I don't know why. Maybe he's scared of something. My house is haunted. Oh god. I don't know. But he definitely loves my room. He loves my mom's room too. I think he just likes being upstairs. We never let the dogs upstairs before because we don't trust them because they'll like, I don't know, pee or go to the bathroom up here. Because they're assholes, but they've been really good actually. They don't do that really. They just go and they sleep in my mom's bed, which is kind of funny. So, but yes, my dogs are unusual and they're very, very clingy. But I love dogs, so clingy dogs are cool. I want a cat too. I used to have cats. They all died though. It sounds terrible, but they all died because they were sick. It wasn't like this. God, it was. One was just really old. I think one was 17 when she died. I think one had a stroke. I can't remember how the others died. It was really bad though. Like it wasn't anything we did. There's nothing we did about. We took care of them. It's just I don't know. My mom has a cat at her beach store. Bead, like as in like I don't know, like jewelry beads or something like that. She has a cat there that I picked out. I love that cat. But when I grow up and when I move out with whoever I move out with, I hope they like cats because I am getting a cat for that place. I'm gonna get I want a Bengal cat. If you guys know what those are, they kind of look like tigers, and they're hypoallergenic. Interestingly enough, I'm allergic to cats. Right? I bet you guys didn't know that. I didn't know that until like last year. I'm not like deathly allergic like some people are allergic to like peanut butter and the throat closes up. If I rub my face like on the cat, like snuggle it, it'll make my face itch for a few minutes and it'll get all red and well, more than a few minutes, but it's not bad. I would still snuggle a cat, but having a hypoallergenic cat that is also looking like a tiger sounds pretty good for me. I mean, don't you guys want a tiger cat that's also hyperallergenic? I think so. Who doesn't want a hyperallergenic tiger cat? I know a streamer that has it. If you guys know who Sacriel is on Twitch, he has a Bengal cat. That's the real reason I want to get a Bengal cat, because I saw that Bengal cat, and I was just like, oh my god, that's the cutest fucking cat ever. I need a Bengal. I just hope whatever cat I do get, like, I want to get it as a kitten so I can make it really nice to people and not, like, bite people and be mean. Because, you know, animals really, they're as nice as they are, as they're treated as when they're growing up. If a dog or cat's mean, it's either just because they're an asshole. Normally, it's because they had like a shitty childhood and they're very mean animals. But you know, you can make an animal nice if you teach them right or well. Oh, so he actually just comes up. Ooh, Guardian of Kings, fire magic. I see. Let's take one of these. What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, that's the speed shrine. It looked like a kind of like a crown. So I was like, what? What do you do to me? But no. Okay, I'm getting used to this mouse a lot better now. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I don't eat McDonald's. That's a lie. Sometimes I do, but not really. Ugh. I mean, once in a while is fine, but it kind of makes me sick. Like, it makes me feel sick, so I don't really eat it. I like Arby's. I just ate Arby's tonight. It's really weird. I hardly eat fast food anymore because trying to make sure I'm healthy. But I don't really eat that much fast food. Arby's is good though. Boston Market's good too. Boston Market isn't that much fast food. Subway's good. I mean, most people are like, "Oh, it's Subway. It's not fast food." It's still very. It's not as unhealthy as like McDonald's or Burger King. By the way, Burger King is better than McDonald's. Why eat with a clown when you can dine with a king? You know. But Subway is definitely healthier than those. I wouldn't say it's healthy per se. It's healthier per se. You know. Because at least I don't know. At least it looks healthier. That's the best I can come up with. I don't look into it too much. Gotta go with the hiccups. I try to eat homemade food. Homemade food's healthy. Well, if you make it good. Alright guys, I'm going to end this episode here. Sorry for the life story, but you guys know my videos. When I let's play a game, I love to commentate on other things as well. Mainly because Torchlight 2 is kind of like, you see what you see. There's not really any hidden meaning. Now, if I was playing Europa Universalis 4, I'd be like explaining everything, but you know how I commentate, guys. That's just how I am. I like interacting with you guys, and I like telling you guys about things that are happening in my life, or happened. But I also like talk about the game. You guys know I talk about the game a lot too. Whatever. If you like this, or rather if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe to join the Krukovian Mercs, because together we can conquer the internet. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.